Good morning. I'm working on something new. Fizz, not a Fizz Fuzz today, it's a Tonebender MK1. My first attempt at it. And thought it sounded pretty cool. I'm going to do a little demo of it. I used some Russian germanium transistors. I used two of these GT402B, and when I say 402B, I don't mean the American style letter B. It's the Russian B, which looks like a little B with a tail on it. Because those have higher gain than the other GT402Bs, which have an American alphabet B after the 402. So I'm just going to measure up my batteries, try to get one around 9 volts. .7. Yeah. Okay, yeah, these are pretty new. So we're doing 9.7 volts. Well, that's on, but it's not connected. You get some levels here. And that'll be my clean tone. I guess I can add more in later. Here it is with the neck pickup on. Alright, so down. This is the attack knob. That's for low, which means it's completely out of bias. It's starting to come in. Sounds pretty buzzy. Now kind of gets rid of that roughness. Because here the transistors just starting to turn on. That's why you get that kind of halfway there sound. The farty sound. Now it sounds a little fuller. Keep it on the neck pickup. Here the sustain isn't very good, which I think that's characteristic of this kind of a circuit. Now we'll bump it up a little more. But first let me do neck pickup. That's pretty much with the tack knob all the way on. Do it with the neck pickup now again. Slow it down a little bit. Try a little more amp volume. There we go. See how the sustain is. That's where we're at. Probably we're going to need to do some more testing because these will change. You know, these are germanium transistors, so they change with the temperature. So if I were to make a few of these, what I'd have to do is test them in the freezer and test them, like, you know, bake them in the oven a little bit or get them up to 100 degrees and see how they sound to make sure they don't start squealing or anything. One problem I had with this, you know, there's of course, like anything, there's schematics online, and one thing I had to add was this capacitor at the beginning. I forget, it's like 0.0047. So without that, there was a lot of howling, and I tried these Russian transistors. They have a little more gain than you know, if you look, before I do one of these things, I look on the forums and I see what's been done before. And these are a little higher gain than is recommended, so that could be causing some of that issue here. But also, when I change out that first transistor, there's a lot of howling even with the capacitor in there. Grab one. So we'll pick one of these. And we'll put it in there. Another thing I like to use these, if you like to build pedals, something cool to get instead of transistor sockets is a ZIF socket. You just put it in there, you don't have to bend any legs or anything. Alright, now you'll see what happens when the transistors aren't quite right. How about that? There we go. See, you don't like that, right? Now, how much of that is my computer power supply? A little bit of it. But not all of it. So that's not cool, right? So that's why I used a lower gain transistor in the first one. There we go. It just fades out instead of making that squealy sound. I can even plug my computer's power supply back in. Right. Still quiet. That's Thanks for watching.